George wondered what Mr. Glass and Mr. Zubel were saying.
Okay, so you don't want my art, but if you tell me what kind of art you do want, I can find it for you.
Ah.
Hello, George.
Hi, you're a monkey, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Congratulations. So, what kind of art do I want? Well, look at my building, my lobby. Look at me. We all say unique, so I want a painting in my lobby to be unique. Just like everything else.
I know. Sue Berm is the painter you want. Let's go see her.
Is she unique?
Yes, and a huge talent. You can come too, George. She'll like you.
A painter who lives at the zoo. I like that. That's unique. So, Sue Berm has an elephant. Well, that's kind of unique.
Sue Berm doesn't have an elephant. Sue Berm is an elephant. Meet the painter. Sue Berm.
The elephant is the painter. Now that's unique!
Sue Berm grabbed a sponge. She must have wanted to clean off what George did.
Watch how she uses the sponge, George. That's her signature. She's done.
I'll take it.
You should come back and paint with Sue Berm another time, George.
It's great! One of a kind!
You want it to look really special?
I like special. I am special.
Come to my studio.
Sharky was ready for more playtime. Mr. Glass would not be happy about this. But maybe George could make it better. George asked Sue Berm to make an exact copy of the damaged painting. It looked like all of Sue Berm's paintings were unique. Maybe he could copy it himself, if he used the same paint she did. George needed a few more things to paint like an elephant. The squiggle was much thicker in Sue Berm's painting. Was it because she was bigger? Or was it because she used a bigger brush? George needed to paint a lavender blob, but he had no lavender paint.
Out here, Mr. Glass.
Mr. Zubel and Mr. Glass were right above him. George worried they'd look down and see the painting.
Ah, we could also use lights like this to focus attention on the painting.
Great. Let's do it.
There's one other thing I think you should have. It's in the oven.
You keep art supplies in your oven?
No, I make carrot cake.
Oh, one piece, then back to my lobby to hang my unique painting.
George had to finish his painting in the time it took one billionaire to eat one piece of carrot cake. Blue was the closest color George had to lavender, but it was wrong. Sharky's feet reminded George how Sue Berm mixed colors to make different colors. Sharky hadn't made lavender, but she had made black. George had to find the combination of colors that would make lavender. White turned the color lighter. George hoped he could get to the glass tower before Mr. Glass.
Hi, George.
Hey, that's my unique painting, and another one just like it?
There are two.
And that's not unique.
There cannot be two. Every Sue Berm painting is different.
And why isn't it in my lobby, where I left it? Monkey!
They're almost identical, but this one has Sue Berm's nose print. The ripped one is the original.
Monkey!
Hold on. George, did you make this copy because that one ripped? It's almost perfect. You're a good painter, George.
Wait. A painting monkey? A painting elephant? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Well, of course not. Because what I'm thinking is... unique! me that anywhere else in the whole world there's an elephant and a monkey painting in a lobby.
Well, I'd say your lobby is unique.
Yes, exactly. And you know the best part? They work for peanuts!
After a big meal, there's nothing a monkey likes more than a game of wild goose chase.
Oh, Jojo! Wish me luck, George. I got a big meeting today.
Here you go, George. Have at it.
Digesting was twice as nice with dice.
Three. Actually, you need to move one more square, George.
George liked getting geese, but he knew the man was wrong. He had moved 3.
I showed you this last time we played, remember? No, George, you don't count the square from where you start. You have to count on from there. 1, 2, 3. You see? Well, think of it this way. If you always rolled 1 but didn't move ahead, you'd spend the whole game on the first square.
George wasn't so sure about this. What if the man was just trying to let him win?
Oh my! Chef! Chef Pischetti! Oh, my poor Chef Pischetti. It's terrible. This is just awful.
What's wrong, Nettie?
Chef Pischetti is starting a new food business.
Wow.
Today's his big meeting with important clients. But he forgot his pie. His presentation will fall flat without it. Oh, my poor Chef Pischetti. I would take the pie to him, but someone has to keep an eye on the restaurant. Oh, what do I do?
George could do the delivery. It'd be as easy as pie.
Oh, grazie, Giorgio. You are an angel.
He sure was. If angels were small and hairy and used their feet as hands.
Oh, be careful, George. The pie must be perfect, and it has to be there no later than 3:30. Now, here's how to get there. First, take the number 3 bus, 3 stops to 3rd Avenue. Look out! Stop these things! Sorry, George!
George knew where the pie had to go. He just hoped he could get it there in one piece.
My wife Nettie called. The Primo Pischetti pie will be here soon. Whew.
George had to ride for 3 stops, but counting stops was hard if your hands were full of pie. Luckily, George was on his toes. This was George's first bus stop. Now, Just 2 more to go. This was George's second bus stop. And finally, the third stop. Now he had to walk to the building that had a big fountain with 3 mermaids in front of it. But there was no fountain in sight. He'd counted 3 stops. He thought he'd better check the map of the bus stops. He found the Pischetti stop and counted 3. But the fountain was 1 stop further along. Mrs. Pischetti must not know how to count. Unless bus maps were like board game squares. So the stop where you start doesn't count. George didn't have time to wait for the next bus.
Thank you, Monkey.
Maybe there is no pie.
Please, please, the pie is on its way. Where are you, Giorgio?
George had made it to 3rd Avenue. Nettie said, find the fountain, then go 3 buildings to number 33. Only the 3rd building didn't have a 33 on it. It had a 72. No, 325. No, 22.
It's a nice 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 22 degrees Celsius at 3:25 p.m.
There was the 33 building. But it wasn't the 3rd building. It was the 4th.
George, you don't count the square from where you start. You have to count on from there. 1, 2, 3. You see?
Of course. You must count buildings just like squares on a board game. The building you were in front of didn't count. Why use an elevator if you were practically at the 3rd floor?
Carrying a pie? Is it a brown monkey? Well, then I think he just came through the window. The chef's down there, honey. Find the men's room and go 3 doors.
Now George knew just what to do. The door where George started wouldn't count.
Of course, I don't think I overstate the matter when I say timing is everything. Oh, as I promised, the pie! So, this is a biscotti pie. Light, fluffy, a confectionery delight.
George hoped he'd get a slice. Delivering pie really worked up a monkey's appetite.
When you order from Piscetti's, we guarantee your pie-in-the-face gag will never fall flat. Now, how many orders do I have? Huh? Giorgio, thanks to you, my new clown food supply franchise is off to a roaring start.